this year's Little Five concert obviously is Macklemore with Ryan Lewis and Wale and Talib Kweli. Little Five's usually our biggest concert. And with that, one of our biggest events on Union Board, because concert's one of our most expensive events, and an event that we get some of the most exposure from. We really vary all over the map, kind of depending on the year and kind of like the era and what kind of music is popular and what students want to see. So I mean, we'll do country, EDM, rock, hip hop, everybody from Dave Matthews, John Mellencamp, John Legend, to Flight of the Conchords, to Flaming Lips, to Lil Wayne with Rick Ross and Nicki Minaj and Travis Barker.
We do a lot of other things that I feel like students don't necessarily know about, and we have a lot of resources to offer students in terms of student involvement, professional leadership and skill building, but then also just programs for students to go to who don't necessarily decide to get involved. We have 13 different programming committees that do a number of different things.
There's sort of two functions of the Union Board, one being to program around the popular interests of the campus. So we do things like the film series, which brings new films. We do the Little 500 concert, trying to appeal to as many people as possible. But also we have the resources and I think the responsibility to make sure that we are giving a platform for the underrepresented groups on campus to provide awareness to campus about those groups.
We're representative of the student voice. We are supposed to take, the things that we hear from students, the problems and the issues that they're having or things that they'd like to see, and somehow fill in the gaps with programming. We sometimes act as an advocacy board, so if we see things on campus that we'd like to change, we rally with other student organizations on campus and leverage our long-standing relationship with the administration to accomplish these things. Union Board was one of the longest standing, oldest organizations. We've been around since 1909, so this is our 104th year. And we have a lot of really great connections on this campus, as well as a fairly substantial budget to work with, which is important.
Students pay this year $856 to Union Board, and in return we provide a lot of services that they wouldn't otherwise get, or a lot of experiences that they wouldn't otherwise get.
I feel like we have a lot of resources that we can use to sort of like realize our dreams in terms of programming or making a difference. And then also, we have the opportunity to work with almost every other student organization. We're constantly co-sponsoring, so I feel like students who don't really know how or what organization to get involved with, Union Board is a great place to start because it sort of is the hub of a lot of other programming organizations. On a campus this large, you're sort of disservicing yourself by not getting involved. It doesn't even have to be Union Board, just choose. There are over 700 organizations that you can get involved with, and you only have 4 years here, and then you're sort of pushed into the real world. So I think it's really advantageous for students.
I think it's just a great organization, not only for people personally involved. I mean, it's great that you get to do things for students, and then I think in a lot of ways Union Board does a lot for you as a person, and just that we're always looking for members, we're always looking for involvement. It's just cool to hear the committee members come in and talk about how they feel like Union Board's such a family and how it's like done so much for them. So I think it's just an awesome organization. I really can't stress enough just how great it is.